So now let's perform some of the loops in the Dart programming language. Okay, let's start with the void. Here I'm gonna take those loops. Right now I'm gonna perform for loop. So for that particular purpose, I need to mention for and then var, and then let's also take that is equals to I is equals to 1. So yeah, this is an initial process. Just a second. I is equals to 1, and then here you can take the other sort of things like I want to print I 10, if I want to print I 9 times, then I need to give I is less than 10. If you want to print I 10 times, then I must give I is less than or equals to 10. So that's how it is. And then let's give this, and finally let's give this plus plus 1. So that's how we can able to give all the sort of things. Okay, now let's again take these brackets, and here let's print I. So that's it. So basically let's try to run it. Okay, here we need to give I. It's yeah, let's try to run it, and now after performing after clicking upon this particular run, what sort of outputs are we going to get? See, basically before getting output, I'll explain you. So here we are taking void main. It's actually initial process which you must take, and even inside this void main you can perform all the operations. So for that particular purpose, void main is mandatory, and after that we are performing in for loop. So where I is equals to 1 here, and then here we are taking I want to print I for 10 times. So for that particular purpose, I'm going to mention I here. I need to mention I, right? I is less than or equals to 10. So that's the thing. And then let's here I'm going to give I plus plus. So everything is perfect. Now if you run it, so you'll get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, all those numbers here. See here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 10. If you only want to print up to 9, you can simply say if you can simply run it, you can by removing that is equals to simple. So yeah, now we got the values up to the 9. So that's how we perform for loop. And now let's perform another loop which is known as while. So basically yeah, let's get into the while. Well, when it comes to the while, first of all, let's take any integer int, and then let's take number. So I'm gonna take a number which is known as 5. So up to here everything is perfect. Okay, and then let's take while. So while let's take this sort of things which are known as num, and then let's also take num is greater than 0. So well, the num is greater than the 0, and then let's take other sort of things which are known as let's print actually. Let's print num, and then let's use this. So now num is less than or equals to 1. So well, everything is perfect. If you run it, what exactly happens? Let's run and let's wait for the output. So we got an error. Okay, we need to give another. We need to close it actually. We need to give another. Yeah, now let's try to run it. So basically, we need to give 2 flower brackets, because the first flower bracket here, this flower bracket and this flower bracket, both of them will get satisfied, and then this flower bracket, and then it must be satisfied with another flower bracket which is located here. For that particular purpose, we need to mention 4 flower brackets. And now let's try to run it, and let's wait for the output. Okay. So well, before getting output, let's look at these sort of things. So here we are given int number is equals to 5, and then while number is greater than 0. So here we had mentioned the 0, right, and then number is greater than 0, and here we had mentioned the minus operators. So for that particular purpose, what exactly happens? It will simply ignore itself. I mean, it will simply subtract itself. So here we are given 5 and minus, so it will simply represent 5 4 3 2 1. So that's how it works. Not only this, but actually another way is to perform these sort of operations. Let's let's do that way also. You need to give do, and then let's remove all. Let's copy this. Okay, just a second. Okay, let's copy this actually. Let's copy. Okay, copy, and then let's take off all this unwanted stuff. So basically here let's print it actually. and I think now it's perfect. If you run it, hopefully we'll get a okay, you need to mention the short. Okay, stop it, stop buddy. Here you need to mention this. Yeah, now if you run it, you'll get the same output. So as in this way also you can perform while loops. So apart from the while loop and other loop, let's look at another loop which is known as a break and other such kind of loops. So basically, yeah, let's do it. Okay. Okay, just a second. Let's remove all these unwanted stuff. Now let's for variable. Okay, let's take I is equals to 0, and then let's again let's so this is the initial process, and then let's give another thing. I is less than 10 again. Okay, now plus I, so that's the thing. Okay, now you need to take this flow brackets here, and then let's mention if I is greater than the 5, then let's mention break here. So now let's print, the help of using this print function, print I. See, basically up to now everything is perfect. I'll explain you what are the things which have been done here. Now we are going to perform a break loop here. So basically for that particular purpose, what you need to mention is we are taken. I mean, this is the initial process I is equals to 0, and right now I want to print up to the 9. That's the reason I had given this, and then so all these sort of things which have been done. Let's try to run it, and then let's look with what sort of output are we going to get. So basically up to here everything is fine, right? So but why we got only 5? Why didn't we got the values 9? Because by looking at this we can able to think that we we'll get the values up to 9, up to from 0 to 9, but we didn't got up to 9, we only got up to 5. It's why? Because here we had told that I is less than, I is greater than 5. Break, in the sense if the values which are greater than 5, so from that particular values, this loop must be breaked. So that's the thing. So even the 6 is greater than the 5, right? So from there we did not got another values because it had been breaked. So that's how we can able to use the break loop here. And another one loop is and it's a final loop which is known as continue. So let's mention that also here. So what mean everything is fine up to here. What you need to do is you can change here. Let's do some changes here. So if I, and then let's mention some stuff here. Here we must and should give this percentile symbol. By percentile 2 is equals to let's mention 0, and then let's close this stuff here. After completion of this, let's give I'm not having an energy here. So okay. Well, yeah. Even we need to do some changes here also. Let's do something which is related to the odd or else whatever it may be. I'm going to mention odd. Let's take this Jala, and then also let's take this I here. In the sense, this I will be represented here. The values which are available in this I will get represented here. That's the thing. And now let's try to run it actually. So I think everything is fine. Let's try to run it and let's wait for the output. Okay. So here we got the output: odd 1, odd 3, and 5, and 7, and 9. So these are all the odd numbers.